Hey, this is Amazon Jude up in Wyoming. Last night, last 24 hours we have to take back our freedom. So, what's the plan, guys? Get out and vote. I want you to volunteer to walk over to your neighbor's house, ask them if they need a ride, uh, go to your local old folks' home and see if there's anybody over there that's got their faculties that feel that strongly about this vote. Offer to give them a ride. I see that our friends up in Pennsylvania and Ohio and Michigan and God, quite a few places have decided to help the Amish get to the voter polls. Thank you guys. Rock on. This is the only way we're going to win this. Um, if there's anything I could tell you tonight, it's don't fall for these news stories. These news stories that are coming out, these polls, polls, excuse my language, are like assholes. Everybody's got one. And whether Trump is up or whether Trump is down, they're still going to try to steal the election either by dead voters or absentee voting. So it's very important that we vote. I know as living in Wyoming, I was originally a part of Michigan in the automotive industry. And I can tell you for a fact, I was 18 years old. I was working in the seatbelt division in Warren, Michigan, when Lee Iacocca came out with the minivan, and then layoffs began not too soon after that. I was one of 1,600 laid off every week for 16 weeks and had to leave. We had a house that we were buying. I was newly married, and we lost everything when Detroit Automotive went to junk. So, Michigan, especially our manufacturing industry, people, you've got to understand Hillary doesn't care. It's all about funneling money into her big deals. And I don't know if you paid attention to any of the little slide news stories that they don't want you to see, but one of them is her brother actually was involved in the Haiti deal. And he got gold mining rights in Haiti. After those guys ripped them off for billions of dollars through the Clinton Foundation, her brother is going to be allowed to mine in Haiti. Excuse me. So her idea of mining only works in other countries. It doesn't work in the United States. God knows we can't have mining up here. Not for coal, not for gold, not for uranium. You might want to look that one up too, uranium mine, uranium one. That's another Podesta and Clinton brokered deal through Qatar where she's got $1.8 billion sitting in case shit hits the fan. Anyway, so back to the subject at hand. We've got to get out and vote, guys. We need you in Pennsylvania. We need you especially in Jersey. Guys, are you tired of living in roach infested little apartments costing you $900 a month, almost your entire wages? Well, then realize what that means. That means that you are being crunched down. They only need two uh, sets of people. They need the very, very rich and the very, very poor. They don't want a middle class. They don't want you to buy a home. They don't want you to succeed. Because if you do, you might pose a danger to them. That's how this works. They don't want the middle class. So, New Jersey voters, wake up. Are you tired of sitting in puke seats on a subway when you should be able to go get in your jalopy and drive to work when you want to? Or pick up the kids from basketball? One of my favorite commercials that absolutely pisses me off to no end is watching a family try to board a bus, bring their bicycles, bring their canoe to go to a pre-designated area to enjoy the environment, to float the river or to drop a pole. Why are we doing that? Does that make any sense in America? Especially when we have so much open space. You should be able to load up your car or your truck with your boat and your kids and your cooler and drive, X amount of miles to a national park or private land or public lands and do it on your own. Why should you have to load a metro bus? Do you see a bus driver getting out helping you load your bikes? Okay, all right. Here's another example for Jersey folks. Uh, how about no room to breathe? You have an apartment above a cleaners that prints steam out all day long. You're sweating your ass off in some little flat while your old man works down at McDonald's. You don't have to live that lifestyle. It just takes adventure. It just takes getting out of it. And it takes voting against anybody who has kept you down. And 9/10 of our cities that are under junk patrol are run by Democrats. It's drain, 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 drain. Drain the local economy for uh, monuments, bigger bridges, control. Maryland, how's all the restrictions going for you guys up there? Bet they're not too well anymore. What are you down to? Can't even have a car in your yard that's not licensed without getting a fine by the pretty police, or is your lawn too tall? Massachusetts. I knew a gal from Massachusetts. She left there back in 91 because of the over restrictions on everything from businesses, the overtaxing on property, all of it. That was 91. I can't imagine where she is now. In fact, I may try to look her up just to see where she finally landed to have that least little bit of happiness. Washington State. Get a lot of rain up there. Seattle, Washington. How's the homeless population on the streets? It's going to get a lot worse once Obama and Hillary start pumping in all these illegals that can't speak English, and these Syrians that all they want to do is blow your shit up. So you might want to think about that one for a little while. How about growing apples again, walking in the rain, getting an apartment that doesn't cost you 2/3 your wage? California, big one on the map. You got more liberals out there than you could shake out of a snatch that has cooties. You guys, it's up to you to take this country back. 55 electoral votes. How long are you going to last with no water? Hershey stealing all your water. The red desert going dry. Uh, Overregulation through planning and zoning. And developers wanting to steal what you already have. Something to think about seriously. In Arizona, it's a hot day down there. They're putting your sheriff in jail that actually kept crime down. That's how much these guys need to win for Hillary. Can you imagine where we are in 5 years? If you don't own a gun and don't have gates around your entire house and fucking dogs in the yard to bite and kill anything that comes across it, you're in deep shit. Same with Texas. Same with New Mexico. You know, there are good Mexicans, but you know what? We're gonna work on citizenship, guys. It's gonna have to be reworked. We know that. But please stand in line. If we go across your borders into Mexico, we're put in prison for 10 years. I think we can do something better than that. So don't be afraid. Just wait it out a minute. Let us work out this new system because we've had 20 years of nothing but screwed up. So it's going to be a minute. Be patient. Trust us. Trust me. I will be one of the biggest advocates for allowing a good Mexican family across that border any day of the week. If you want to come over here and you want to work and you want to contribute taxes and you want to buy a home and you want to make a family, I'm all for it. We've just got to build a wall to stop the overflow of drugs, to stop the overflow of people coming into your own country taking over, and the drug cartels. I mean, my God, things are so out of control, it's not even funny. So anyway, I guess that's where I'm going to end on this one because I'm running a little long. And I'll pick up in part 2. But please, people, if you don't do anything today, relax a minute. Think about your voting. Everything is online. Anything you want to know about any candidate in your area, and that's where this begins, is you've got to elect good men of moral character on your local level. And that doesn't mean all Republican, all Democrat, all Constitution Party, all Libertarian. It means actually take the time, and I would give it 10 minutes for each box you're going to check tomorrow. Just find out who they are and go back as far as you can on them, just on Google or YouTube. And I think you'll get an idea of where they stand. And then make a little cheat sheet for yourself. And when you get to the voting booth, those are the ones you want to vote for. The ones that are closest to your idea of what America should be in the 21st century.